guys, it's Josie. Welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would just do a little bit of update with y'all since we had gotten the netting for the chickens, and also we have a little new things coming up or going on. So we did have the chicken tractor right here. However, we moved it all the way back here to the woods so that the chickens could be there. It's not so much as an eyesore over here. And our plan with that was to be able to move it around and let them graze like that while they were in the chicken tractor. However, we didn't follow no actual plans or anything like that. We just made them as we went. And we don't have wheels on it, so it was extremely hard to move. Like, it took all of us in our household, except for the babies, to be able to move it to where we got it to in the woods, which is ridiculous. And it wasn't sturdy enough for us to use a strap, so we just had to pick it up and haul it a pretty good distance, which wasn't very good. So we do have this netting, as I told y'all, we did a video on, and it works good. However, we were having a hard time with getting the chickens actually in there for getting the chickens in there to actually be able to like get them in there so they could stay there during the day. It was just too hard. I tried coaxing them with food. I've tried everything, and it didn't seem to work. So we just decided that we can't do it like that. We're just going to have to leave them in their coops, in their runs, and we're just going to have to grow microgreens for them and give them more scraps, be more intentional with our scraps, and things like that, because we just don't know what else to do. So of course we have one set right back there with the green coop, and they have the run, and then we also have the big girls over here as well, which that's where we moved the chicken tractor to. And since these girls don't have a run, then what we're going to do is use the netting for the run. And as long as they stay in there and they do good, then we will leave it like that. If they don't, then we will figure out something else to do with them. But that's no problem at all. We also have the shed that we still need to build that we are converting into a chicken tractor. But we just haven't got around to that yet. So as soon as we get some free time and it's not as hot, which is starting to cool up already, I have a sweater on, but as soon as it starts cooling, staying cool and stuff like that, we have some free time, which usually with Mike in the winter times, his business slows down a lot. So we will have plenty of time, I believe, to do that and stuff like that. So that is an idea. And then if that don't work for the big girls, then we can use the coop that's back there now, just the coop part, for their coop, and we can build a run for it with no problem, I don't think. And so that is what's going on with the chickens. But I still like the netting. There's nothing against the netting or anything like that. It just kind of seemed like the girls knew what it was, and they didn't want to go into it or anything like that. That's how it seemed. So it was a little bit difficult for that. What else is new, you guys? So another new thing is my beets and carrots are doing really, really good. They have done really nicely, and I have lots that are growing. So let me go show y'all. And now finally I can take this fence or netting out away from the garden, because it looks terrible, just like an eyesore, having to see it and things like that. So let me get over here. Okay, so I still have this grate on there because I planted some seeds, and this is not what I planted. These look more along the line of peppers. Let me see if I can find a right over there. It looks more like peppers to me, but I didn't plant that, so I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm just leaving it just to see if it does anything. If it does, I mean, I'm looking at it as anything that I get harvest wise is better than nothing, because my chickens have to short almost everything. But here are my beets all along here. There's tons of them all throughout here, and in between there's also some carrots, as you can see there. And then there's some there that the chickens have obviously ate before we decided to put them up. And this is another one of those, some type of pepper plant. I'm just curious to know what it was because I know for a fact I did not plant that. And then over here we have lots of carrots here too. Some beets coming up. I had planted this whole bed full of carrots, but the chickens destroyed that. I think I told y'all this before, but this is my basil that I just let flower. And usually there's so many bees on it, I just couldn't part with it because it just looked so amazing with all the bees. Here I had some cabbages, but as you can see, they have ate those down and there's only a couple left. And then here we have some cabbages and then some lettuce, which is doing really good. Some more lettuce, and then in some of these areas right here, there's some carrots popping up, but doesn't look like there's too many there. And then over here, we have some more cabbages, which the chickens have tried to eat quite a bit of. Over here is our lemon balm, but I need to take that out because we're done with it. And it keeps on getting sunburned, and there's a huge ant pile in it. So we're gonna have to get some gloves and just go ahead and take that out. Next is our loofahs, which of course, they are doing amazing. They're doing really, really good. There's still tons on here. There's one right there. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what else we got here. 3, there's one there. 4, there's one over here. It's 5. Let's see if there's any more. There's of course new ones popping up. I'm gonna walk around because there has been a spider right in between here that I don't want to have to deal with. Let's see, oh, there's a web right there actually. Oh, there's a spider, look at that, you guys. Ew. Don't like it, but there's another one there. There's a new one trying to come right here. Where else? There might be some other ones in there, but I don't want to touch them there with no gloves. Here, of course, cabbage. Chickens ate it. I was letting it to see what it would do, but, you know. This is ground cherries that reseeded from last season. And I just decided to leave it just to see if we could get any more. And as you can see, they are producing really well. There's tons of them on here. So hopefully we will get something before the season ends. That is like one of the kids' favorite thing out of the garden. They had tons of them when the season was here for it. And they just loved it. Like, they loved them. And they ate so many of them. Their stomachs were like starting to hurt because they just kept on eating them and eating them and eating them. And that's also a good thing to have in the garden for kids because they can just come out here and come get them themselves. And they can just eat them and have a little snack. And it's pretty healthy. Next is this watermelon bed. So we weeded most of it. We have 2 watermelons here. This one I need to take, well, I probably just need to take both of them in and see if they're any good because they're off of the vine. I think a chicken might have done that and stuff like that. So I'm just done with all of it. So I need to open them up, see if they're good. If they're not, we're gonna give them to the chickens so they can have a little snack during the day. And my flowers are just about done. These ones are still trying to bloom. Right here, these zinnias, but I mean, look, the root is, you know, halfway out and stuff like that. So it's just time for it all to go. And I got some plants that are dead, some flowers that are dead that I'm going to save the seeds from so I can have more seeds for next year without having to buy them. Or that particular brand I won't have to buy, which would be good. And I can spend the money on something else, okay? That's how it usually works. But so that is another update. The next update is I have gotten the post up across the street. And I will put that in here on this video, because I believe I took a video of it last night sometime, yesterday evening, and did that video for you guys so y'all could see what it looks like. Okay guys, so as you can see, we have all the posts in for the most part. We have not did them right here yet, because I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my gate. But I think I will be able to put that one there, because I'm going to be doing a smaller gate up front, and then I think a little bit of a bigger one, just so we can get our four-wheeler through over here on this side, right? Is that what you said?
We're going to do a small gate here, large gate there.
Aw,
That's
really?
what you said you wanted.
No, I didn't say that's what I wanted.
Why did we not put the post in then?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Because I thought you said you wanted a big gate on the front.
No, I wanted a
What is a
small
big
gate,
gate on
so
the side
whenever
gonna
I
do
can
for you?
run.
So the what?
I mean, so whenever I can just walk up in here, and then I can have my arbor.
What? You told me, I said we're going to put a small gate there. And you're like, I want my big gate over here, so I can have a archway.
But I don't know, how would we put a big gate? What kind of big gate?
We can make a gate that fits here between. It's an 8 foot.
But we could do one besides the metal one over there, huh?
Yeah, we can make something.
Because I don't want it to look like a industrial park.
It's not gonna look like an industrial park. I don't know what you're talking about, but we're gonna do a small gate here and a larger gate here.
Well, obviously, you guys, we're not on the same page, because I thought something different.
My opinion, whatever. What does my opinion matter? But I think we should build the greenhouse right outside the gate, which is where it opens up straight into. You got a door that comes through, and another door that comes out the back into the garden on the back side.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. That means I can have even more beds in here.
Yeah.
And you can make me even more garden beds, huh?
So we could do the whole greenhouse back here on the other side of this built.
So we are also going to be building a greenhouse, you guys. I already have the plans for the one that I want.
A greenhouse like 8 foot wide. It's right here. And you got a back door that walks into it just to do whatever you got to do, or you can enter it through the garden.
I think I would rather have it to enter through the garden.
You can have it do both, or you just want one.
I think you'll be fine with just walking into the garden.
Outside the fence, though,
Yeah.
because it's its own fence.
Yeah. So I guess that's what we're going to do, you guys. So now what we're going to be doing, I'm going to be doing this coming up week, is I'm going to be staining all these posts. So now with that, we have all of the 4x4 posts up, except for, do we have them all up? Yeah, we have them all up. We skipped one because we are going to add a gate. And that gate that we're adding is just going to be one that we build out of wood, with some cattle panel in between it or whatever, so that you know, it can still have a little gate in it. And then so we're gonna do 2 of those, one small one just for enough for you to walk in, and one a little bit bigger in case I ever need to bring the 4-wheeler or anything like that in there. Then I can do that, which will make it a little bit easier for certain things if I need to haul a bunch of stuff out, because it is across the street and I'm not moving over there currently, which is fine, but I would like to be able to get my stuff easier with that 4-wheeler and things like that. But you guys, that is the update. There's not too much more going on besides that. We are just trying to get everything going good before it gets too cold out and we can't do anything. We plan on soon starting to get a lot of this underbrush out from the wooded area, at least in a bigger spot, so the kids can go play without having to worry so much about, you know, all the vines and stuff that we have out there or whatever. And they would really enjoy that too, I think. So that was our plan for this winter, along with finishing up the garden, of course. That's the plan, which we're getting really close. We're almost getting to the point where we can start building the beds. So all we have to do is, I'm gonna stain the wood. I'm gonna start doing that after work. After that, we're gonna get cattle panel up to do the gates, which will be easy because they're just easy little gates that we're doing. And then, yeah, I think that's it. I think we're gonna be putting some 2x4s on top, just to make it a little bit more complete and finished look. So we are gonna be doing that on there, and then yeah, and then it'll be beds we will be doing, trying to do as many as we can, and getting those out here and doing that. I'm trying to do it as soon as possible, just because I want to be able to have dirt and stuff in there before springtime, and I can just let the dirt sit and cover it up and stuff like that, just to give it a little bit more time, because you know, you never know when you get compost from certain places how long it's been sitting, if it has been sitting. So I haven't had no problems with that yet. However, I just don't want it to be a problem. But that is it, you guys. I'm on my phone today because my camera is dead, so the video quality is going down tremendously because it's getting dark. But I hope you like this little updated video, you guys. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. I love seeing y'all interact with me, and I love interacting with you all as well. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We would love to have you a part of our family and be able to share so many things with you, and y'all share things with us too. But I will see you next time, you guys.